Hello and welcome to Unicorn Experts YouTube channel. My name is Tatiana Lazdreva, I'm recruiter in supply chain, and today I want to start a series of casual conversations, Q&A type conversations, where I'm open to sharing my thoughts, observations, ideas, and today I invite you to my office where we can comfortably sit down and discuss those topics. The first thing that I want to mention that, and you can apply it to any aspect of life. When our expectations are high, when we think that we match all requirements, when essentially we think of ourselves as perfect candidates for a certain position, promotion, we are not the decision makers. It's up to other people whether they choose us or not. And we don't fully see the picture from their perspective. And as soon as we admit the fact that we do not see everything, we are not aware of all moving pieces, we do not see the job the way the hiring manager is probably seeing it because he or she has access to more information, then it becomes easier for us to face the rejection in the future, because rejections do happen even to those candidates who see themselves as perfect candidates. And if your expectations are high, most likely you will respond to any type of rejection in a way that may seem emotional. You most likely will take it personally, and the last thing you want if you are developing your career, if you are working towards your high goals, the last thing you want is to start questioning your abilities, your worth. And therefore I want to remind you that there is reality. Look at everything as an opportunity. Do your best, but at the same time always question your own thoughts, especially when it comes to you being perfect. We are not perfect, and the sooner we realize that there are things for us to work on, and the easier life is going to be. It's okay to admit that you cannot do certain things. It's okay to admit that you may not have enough knowledge to start bringing value to the company from day one. The company may have limited training resources for you, and you don't know the whole thing. And of course, it's important to ask as many questions as you can. So when it comes to making a decision, you have to feel fully equipped. You have to have enough information on hand to make that decision. So ask questions, and that will help you understand where you stand against their requirements. So that's the first thing. I'm not sure how casual that sounded, but I really wanted to remind all of us that the way we see the situation is different how other people see the situation, and allow people to make their choices, make their free choices, and of course allow yourself to make free choices. You have a right. So definitely remember that, and stay self-aware. That's my recommendation. Another thing that as a recruiter I noticed that candidates who respond quickly, candidates who share the sense of urgency, candidates who don't wait too long to update the hiring manager on their availability, for example, availability for an interview, those candidates are usually perceived in a more positive way, because you can make an impression before interview even starts, and that impression comes from your resume, comes from the way you communicate, comes from the way you craft your emails. So every single detail matters, and the sooner you understand it, the easier it will be for you to navigate any communication or job search process. So that's my other advice. And of course, speaking of books, I can tell you that the more books you read, the better your communication is going to become. And don't just limit yourself to business books or self-improvement type books. I recommend reading some classics and focus on developing yourself as a person from all angles, so that others, when they interview you, they feel that they feel your potential, and they feel that there is more in you that they can tap into, learn from you, and connect with you. So I wish all of us to find time and invest in our own development, education, and of course, don't forget, ask your questions, leave your comments. I know it helps to promote the video. So put your like down there, and if you have any career development questions, if you are looking for a job and you need advice, welcome to explore the content of this channel or send me a message. Thank you. This was Tatiana, recruiter, supply chain, unicorn experts.